Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode. In this episode, we are going to see how to set up BackBox in VMware Workstation. So, without wasting much time, I'm going to just double click on my OVA file. It's going to open VMware Player. Now, if you don't have money to pay for VMware Workstation, you can just use the player. It's a for non-commercial use. You can use it for everything, and specifically for this particular test. So I can see VM over here. I'll click on for non-commercial use and finish. And I have my VM up and running. So it's asking for the name of the VM. So I'll just type BackBox and I'll click on import. So it's now importing the OVA file into the virtual machine. And then from there, we will boot the device and then we will log into the device. So I'll pause the video and continue when it's done. Okay, so now the import is done. So we will go ahead and boot our VM. So the VM is up and it's running. So we will wait for the process to boot. So I will check the VM network adapter settings to see if we are on NAT. So I'll switch to NAT and click on OK. So let's wait for a while. Okay, so now our device is up. It's time to log in. Now, here is the tricky part. So BackBox comes with a predefined user login. So I'll go ahead and open side to side with the VM box and check the login for the first time because we need to set it up. So the login should be somewhere here. I think it's down here. Okay, so that's it. So for the first time, we need to log in with root before we can get to see the password. So root, and then the password over there, capital HAYALDAB at GAN7. And as you can see, we are logged in. So now we're going to check our IP address. So the IP address should be IP. So our IP address should be seen here. Okay, so because I switched the network adapter, oh, okay, we have an IP address. I didn't see it so well. So it's 192.168.252.128. So let's try it and see. 19, and it runs on HTTPS. Don't forget. So as you can see, the connection is successful. I will now minimize my server and open my browser window, advanced. And for the first time, if you're logging into the web GUI, the password is admin, and then the username is admin, sorry, and the password is password. So let's do that. So we have admin and then password. Don't worry, we'll be prompted to change the password. We will get a prompt, so don't worry. So let's read the end user license agreement and click on OK. Click on next. Enter a new password for the web GUI. I'll choose my password, and I can also choose to replace the root password for the core server over here. Click on one and click on one. Click on next. So that should be my time in a way. Let me see the available options. I'm in Accra, Ghana, so I'll search for Africa, Accra. That's Africa, Accra. And I'll click on next, and that's my IP address. So I'll click on demo license, next. sender. I'll put in my email address. SMTP. Let me say .gmail at I forgot. Let me go for Gmail's SMTP server. SMTP settings. Should be something like SMTP at gmail.com. Yeah, something like that, right? So the server is smtp.gmail.com. I'll copy that. And then we use SSL, which is 465. That should be 465. Okay, so let me use my Gmail address. So that should be good for us to go. And I'll click on next, and then I'll click on finish. And now it's now configuring, so we can hold on for some time, and I'll pause the video. And once it's done, we will. Okay, so I think it's done. It's just restarting the service. So let's check the core server. Okay, it's just restarting the service. So when it's done, I think the server has to reboot for everything to take effect. So I'll pause the video and then continue when it's done. Okay, so it's done. We can now log in. The username is admin, followed by the default password or any password that you choose. And then we click on sign in. And voila, welcome to BackBox, an intelligent automation server. So from here, we'll continue with our next video on how to add devices to BackBox, and we'll start using BackBox server. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in my next video.